Hello, I'm Carmen Henry Harris, Liaison and Community Coordinator for PACT, Parents and Children Together. I'm also part of the illustrious Harrisburg community. PACT is a collaboration between Penn State University investigators, Harrisburg community leaders, organizations, and members. We are committed to promoting the health and well-being of diverse youth and families in Harrisburg and surrounding areas. We plan to accomplish this by developing new projects in the community that reflect the community values. We continue to increase the interest in PACT by enhancing the lives of the children, youth, and families we serve. We always continue to be inclusive and clear when providing information and do give-backs within the community and on a regular basis. Thank you.
According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, pregnant women have an increased risk of becoming severely ill from COVID-19 infections compared to non-pregnant women. COVID-19 may also increase the risk for negative birth outcomes such as premature birth. COVID-19 has obvious health consequences for pregnant women who become infected, but it is also likely that pregnant women and new mothers are experiencing stress related to many consequences of the pandemic, as well as increased worry about the health of themselves as well as their families. Our early research tells us that over half of the women who participated in the COPE project are concerned about the health of their child due to the ongoing pandemic. The COPE project investigates the role of pandemic-related parental stress and family processes on birth outcomes, parenting, and infant behavior. Each survey takes about 25 minutes to complete and will be completed through a secure Penn State website. Women who participate in this research have the opportunity to earn Amazon gift cards. All participants will receive a list of local, state, and national resources. We are currently recruiting participants for this project. Please contact us if you would like more information. We have digital and physical flyers and brochures available for distribution, and we would be delighted to provide these to you if you would be willing to help us spread the word by passing them along to your community. Thank you for taking the time to hear our message, and a special thank you to Latino Connection for their help in developing our recruitment materials.
Hello, I am Dr. Samantha Tronello, and my Parenting, Sexual Orientation, Gender, and Development group explores children's development, parental dynamics, and couple functioning among families headed by sexual and gender minority parents, and importantly examines ways to buffer the negative impacts of prejudice and discrimination on these families to improve parents' and children's well-being. Our goal is to increase knowledge and inform public debates about families, parenting, sexual orientation, gender, and children's development. We look forward to working with community members and agencies in the future.
Hello, I am Sandy Rosario, Project Coordinator for the PRESH Project, conducted by Dr. Erica Lunkenheimer and her team at Penn State University Psychology Department at University Park. The PRESH research study stands for Parent, Regulation, Engagement, Stress, and Health. Our study is being conducted at University Park, Harrisburg, and its surrounding areas. The goal of the PRESH project is to learn more about parent stress and discipline with young, hard-to-manage 2-year-olds and understanding which factors are most influential in parenting situations that will help us determine which factors should be prioritized when attempting to reduce stress through interventions. The reduction of stress may allow parents to make better use of their supports that are already available to them. As a response to the current COVID-19 pandemic, our redesigned PRESH study is currently taking place totally remote, where participants can participate from the comfort of their home using their personal video-enabled device. We are currently seeking parents and caregivers of 2-year-olds and community organizations willing to partner with us.
We at the LAMP Project would like to extend our gratitude to the families in the Harrisburg community who have participated in our project over the years, as well as those amazing parents who have continued participation since our lab went virtual at the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. It is not an easy feat being a parent to a young child during these unpredictable times, and you have continued to support this project by filling out surveys and communicating with our team for the past several months. Since the start of our project, we have seen families when babies are 4, 8, 12, 18, and 24 months of age. We normally do a series of activities with both baby and parent when we are in the lab that are aimed to capture the child's changing personality and attention over the first 2 years of their life. We truly miss seeing these incredible babies growing up and reaching their milestones, since we don't see them in person at this time. The youngest babies in our project will be turning 2 in August of 2021, and we are hopeful to see them again safely in lab before that time. Our families have continued to complete online surveys not only through the 24-month age range, but also by providing us with supplementary surveys at the 36-month age range. We want to say thank you for keeping in touch with us and for being an exceptional community of families to work with.
The Helping Families Understand Learning Project, also known as Project Helpful, seeks to better understand why children may struggle with reading, writing, talking, and listening. To do this, we are developing learning assessments that identify a child's unique strengths and needs. Using what we discover from these learning assessments, we are creating learning reports for parents and educators with specific recommendations to support instruction. Project Helpful is currently partnering with schools and organizations on this work. We are looking to work with families of children aged 8 to 11 years old who have difficulty reading and writing. Please contact us if you would like more information or have any questions. We would also like to give a big thank you to the PACT Community Advisory Board for all of their help with this project's development. Thank you.
Families, Adolescents, and Neighborhoods in Context, also known as Fancy and Fancy Latino projects, explored African American and Latino parents and adolescents' thoughts about their neighborhoods, academics, everyday activities, and family interaction in Harrisburg. A total of 179 parents and 205 adolescents participated in these two projects. Some of the interesting findings from this project were that parents felt it was important to teach youth about their culture and ways to deal with discrimination. Additionally, youth who received messages about their culture felt proud to be part of their racial and ethnic group and had higher self-esteem. We thank all of the families who chose to be a part of this project. We would like to thank all the community organizations that helped recruit participants, allowed us to use their locations to collect data, and helped us make our project successful. We would like to extend a special thank you to Kingdom Embassy Holistic Hands for being our first community partner, Boys and Girls Club of Harrisburg for allowing us to use multiple locations for recruitment and data collection, the Latino Hispanic American Community Center for allowing us to use their space for data collection and for hosting a video screening and family fun day for our participants, and PACT for inviting us to share our findings with our participants and other community members. Although the African American and Latino families in Harrisburg have challenges, they have a lot of strength. Together, we can develop this strength.
The Temperament Evolving Emotions Neuroscience Study is an ongoing project focused on the development of anxiety symptoms in adolescents in the Harrisburg and surrounding areas. In a commitment to keep families and researchers safe, we have been doing all the project remotely since March. In addition, we developed a specific portion of the project to investigate how the pandemic is impacting stress and anxiety in youth. As you may expect, we've seen an increase in anxiety symptoms, and as the slide shows, it is most prominent related to school. Despite an increase in anxiety symptoms, adolescents are getting more sleep at night and doing a number of things to cope with the pandemic. The top 3 include communicating with friends online, resting or getting more sleep, and music. A huge thank you to our partners for their continued support: the Boys and Girls Club of Harrisburg, the King Community Center, and Hamilton Health Center.
Interpersonal Environments Project. The purpose of the TIES project was to explore how school and family daily experiences were related to Latinx youth and parents' daily functioning and well-being. A total of 21 adolescent parent dyads completed 14 days of daily surveys. We learned something about adolescents and parents' daily moods, adolescent daily experiences with peers, and parent-adolescent interactions. Both adolescents and parents reported higher levels of positive mood and lower levels of negative mood across the 14 days. On days when adolescents reported positive parent-child interactions, they also reported higher levels of positive mood. And on days when adolescents had negative peer experiences, they also reported less positive mood and more negative mood.
Places Lugares project explored how the places where Latino parents and adolescents live and go matter for family interactions, academics, and other everyday activities. In this project, 63 parents and 62 adolescents filled out surveys, completed interviews, and carried GPS devices for 7 days. Some of the interesting findings were that both parents and adolescents' experiences of their neighborhoods can impact parents' monitoring strategies. Additionally, Latino parents often knew what their teen did after school and who their teen spent time with. We thank all the families who chose to be part of this project. We would also like to thank all the community organizations that helped us recruit participants, allowed us to use their location to collect data, and helped us make our projects successful. We would like to extend a special thank you to the Latino Hispanic American Community Center for allowing us to use their space for recruitment and data collection. Hamilton Health Center for letting us have project-related training sessions and conduct data collection at their location. Boys and Girls Club of Harrisburg for helping us recruit participants, and Latino Connection for co-hosting a recruitment event and placing an ad about our project in their magazine.
Hi, my name is Allison Paquette, the manager of the CARES Lab directed by Dr. Martha Wadsworth at Penn State. Our work in the CARES Lab focuses on stress and how children and families adapt to it. However, as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, we are now offering stress and trauma programs for teachers and students in fully virtual formats. First, we will be providing a virtual teacher training program in the Harrisburg School District. All the teachers will participate in our evidence-based stress and trauma training, which provides knowledge and skills for working with trauma-exposed students. In addition, guidance counselors at Susquehanna Middle School will receive training on how to deliver our stress management curriculum in the classroom. Second, we will train and assist teachers in delivering the Building a Strong Identity and Coping Skills program, or BASICS. BASICS is a strength-based stress, coping, and community action program developed specifically for middle school students who face chronic stress. In the program, children learn various methods for coping with stress, explore their personal and cultural identities, and work together on a social justice project. BASICS has been shown to improve coping skills and reduce emotional and behavioral problems in youth living in high poverty contexts. Lastly, we are working with Tri-County to combine BASICS with a larger community revitalization initiative in the Uptown neighborhood of Harrisburg. We would like to thank PACT, Tri-County Community Action, and the Harrisburg and Susquehanna School Districts for their support and participation.
The BRAVE Project is interested in understanding and preventing the development of anxiety in preschoolers as they make the transition to school. In a pilot study with 51 families and 11 Head Start teachers, we found that on average, 33% of children in class experience significant anxiety. Children who are exposed to other children with anxiety also show anxiety symptoms by the end of the year. 45% of children are anxious about being away from parents. 18% of children are anxious around other children. And 10% of children are anxious about school. We also found that risks in the neighborhood affect preschoolers because of how it affects the mother. Finally, most of the parents and all of the teachers were interested in an intervention program. This is the data that has promoted our intervention development project. In the intervention, we will work with preschoolers' parents in the home as a way of enhancing children's self-regulation skills, which we believe will improve their transition to school. We are so grateful to our partners at Capital Area Head Start and to the many families and teachers that provided data for this project.
The Parents and Adolescents Reports of African Americans' Daily Experiences, also known as the PARADE Project, explores how culture, different aspects of individuals' daily life, and places where families live and go shape African American families' functioning and youth well-being. Due to COVID-19, the PARADE Project is currently on pause. Some of the interesting findings from the project so far are that most parents and youth were proud and happy to be Black. Additionally, most parents believed that it was important to talk to their child about their race, as well as how to deal with discrimination. We look forward to meeting families in Harrisburg again when it is safe to do so. We thank all of the families who chose to be a part of this project so far. We would also like to thank all community organizations that helped recruit participants, allowed us to use their locations to collect data, and helped us make our projects successful. We would like to extend a special thank you to Holistic Hands Community Development Corporation, the King Center, and Martin Luther King Baptist Church for allowing us to use their space for recruitment and data collection. And we thank the Boys and Girls Club for allowing us to use their site for recruitment. Thank you so much.
PACT is home to many projects that focus on multiple populations. Listed here are other PACT projects that are at various stages of participant recruitment. If you're interested in any of the projects listed, please use the contact information listed to learn more. Thank you.